Homestay program， 咁 homestay program 點解咁緊要咧？就係因為如果你好多人讀書，你尤其是係海外嘅學生 international student， 你嚟到嘅，咁唔係爸爸媽媽跟住你嘅，咁你自己嚟，咁你一定學校咧呢度就好好啦，佢哋會幫你咧去揀一個好嘅家庭，加拿大人嚟嘅。哇！我哋今日好犀利，我哋揾到一個謝泰明 Timing 謝啊，咁佢就half 呢一個嘅一半嘅台灣人，一半嘅 Canadian，half Taiwanese and half Canadian。譚姐 ，Can you introduce the homestay program in Maple Ridge?
Hello, hi. So in the Maple Ridge Middle School District, we run our own homestay program, which means that we have more control over the quality of families and the support we provide to students. We have 4 homestay coordinators that work full-time, 1 day a week they're in the schools, and they're corresponding with students and homestay families on a regular basis to make sure that they are adjusting well to their life in Canada. So their roles don't always, it's not just placing students in the home, it's also continuing that support during their studies here to ensure that they can be successful. Because half of the experience, yes, you can do well in school, but if you don't have a successful homestay experience, it can affect you academically. So that's why we place such an importance on the homestay program.
So, just in case, okay, 即係可能有好多時會 have some like accident or whatever, something will happen. What if the kid, okay, they're not happy with the homestay family that you choose for them?
Okay.
So what are you going to do?
So as you know, when someone says something, there's always this side, there's always the other side, yes. And we know the truth is somewhere in the middle. So we go through a process where the coordinators will talk with the students, and depending on the situation, they may check in with the homestay family anonymously, just doing a general check-in, to try and get an idea of what's actually going on in the home. Sometimes the students have a legitimate concern, and sometimes they are just having trouble adjusting to life in Canada. So it's their job to try and figure out what's going on and come up with a solution that is supporting both the student and the homestay family. So a lot of it is kind of trying to balance everything, because if we need to support the students so that they're happy, but if we don't support the homestay family at the same time, then we don't have anyone to host for us.
Oh.
So it's walking that balance. A typical type of concern that comes up is, for example, especially students from Asia, is food.
Oh yes.
So they will say, my host family doesn't give me food for breakfast.
Oh.
So in Canada, a typical teenager will have cereal, yogurt, milk, or something like that. It's very different than if you're from China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, where you're expecting
congee.
Yeah, congee or some type of soup, a hot breakfast, which is what I grew up with.
Oh yes, yeah, tiny.
But it's hard for them to get used to that. So a lot of times the coordinators are coaching them through this. And then they may call the homestay family saying, hey, a few times a week, do you mind cooking up some eggs or something? So we try and approach it from both sides. 99% of the time, the kids are able to adjust. But we kind of approach it with that type of mentality. So they work very hard to try and create cultural understanding.
That's good. So 所以大家都係一個平衡，揾個 balance， 大家咁佢哋又從中又會去調停呢一樣嘢，咁所以其實大家都可以好放心。佢哋喺個 screening 嘅嗰個 homestay family 咧係都會非常之小心，所以就大家可以非常之放心喺一個咁嘅環境度生活。